Welcome to Saturday Night Live Stream with the Vegan Zombie. It's technically Sunday morning, but it's still Saturday night, so let's just go with it. Oh, how's everyone doing tonight? We'll do this for a little bit. Hey Kika, hey Trini, Cade, Darth Vegan. How's everybody doing tonight? We'll do a little bit of Q&A. Don't really have anything planned. Really no updates. Yeah. I watched a movie and now we're here. We're here live. Right at midnight. No, I did not just wake up. I've been up all day. Yes. So, yeah, I don't really have any new updates, really. Oh, I changed the thumbnail for my last video. Hopefully that'll work. And when I was doing so, I found a bunch new pictures, or, well, old pictures from way back in the day. Some. Let me show you what I came up with here. Where did I put it? No, I can't find it. Anyway, I'll just hold on that. We will go to over here. It's really no big deal. I just can't find the thumbnail that I just made. I must have put it away already. Okay, right here, and then it'd be in this folder, and then thumbnail right here. Thumbnail? Yeah, right here. Okay. I don't know. I think this looks a little better than what I had. Maybe it'll work a little bit better for the video. This is the reacting video, reacting to our first videos. It's a lot brighter than the last one, you see. But so hopefully that works. That's just a picture of the first video that we ever did. The meal that we made, the bruschetta, and the stuffed shells. So, boom. Yeah, I did a video taste testing the Amy's pizza rolls. Pretty good. Vegan Games has been gaming. Doom Eternal. I don't have a contact for him. Josh does. Yeah, I'm thinking about just gaming on here. Heck with it. Just do it right on this channel. Does he do it on his main YouTube channel? And then he just let me just quick go over to his thing and just see. Avocado D, hi. Right back at you from New York. Yeah, I might try to just do it on my on this channel. No, can't do that. Almost messed it all up. Don't do that. Come on. Why is it doing this? Shouldn't be this hard. Let me go over there, but I'm gonna mute it real quick. Where's the mute button? I don't know why it's totally blacked out. I don't know why it's like that. Oh, I had to refresh it. Mute. Yeah. Looks fun, right? You're in Nassau County. The vegan people. Well, that's cool. What am I doing? I'm doing my nightly live stream. That's what I'm doing. Make a video reacting to the reacting video. The video that we reacted to? Wouldn't that be like a little inception? Reacting to my reaction video. I look cold tonight? No, it's actually pretty warm outside now. Can I not wear a hoodie anyway? Because I'm going to. Yeah, Linda, I was looking at Vegan Games channel. I did that on purpose. I just wanted to see what he was doing. I've never seen him gaming. You went to an all-vegan ice cream place in Pittsburgh? Where is it? What's the name of it? I've been to Pittsburgh a few times. I forget the places I went there. One of them had like pierogies. Another place, I forget. I was there for other reasons. It's raining in the Bay Area. It's actually nice here tonight. I mean, it's still probably chilly for like a lot of people, but let's see what the temperature is. I mean, I was fine with my hoodie. All right, so right now it's like 50 degrees here, which is warmer than it's been in a long time. Probably the warmest all year here in Syracuse. Sugar Spell Scoops. Well, next time I'm back in the area, I'll have to check it out. I do like going there because of, George Romero, Night of the Living Dead, all that. Which, by the way, we were supposed to watch at some point. Do my dogs ever fight? Yeah, every once in a while they do. Zeke's a little troublemaker. He'll pick a fight with Indy, and they'll start fighting. I should try to play. I don't think I'd want to play Doom. I want to play. I want to play some zombie games, and the game that I normally play is Everquest, but I just don't think enough people would want to watch Everquest. But I might play Warcraft. I used to play Warcraft 2 a lot, so I still have an account. But I want to check out a couple of zombie games too. Hello, Oren. How's it going? Hope you're doing well tonight. So the last time I played Doom was when the first Doom ever came out. So I used to play the first Doom on like the Commodore 64, I believe it was. Yes, it was. That was a long time ago. Left 4 Dead. Somebody was telling me to get Days Gone By or something. Something like that. Seitan steaks. That sounds good. Well, I might play Everquest tonight just to, but I do that on Twitch, so I'm not going to be on here too long, maybe like an hour, and then I'm going to go over and try to set that up. Wow, this is brutal. I still have his page up. Yeah, Ash, that's exactly it. And he's like, get away from me. I'm too old. I don't need this. Left 4 Dead is more fun. So is it multiplayer people playing? Or is it you can just play with, is it like online you play with other people? Do you like team up and kill zombies? Is that what it is? You can do both. Yeah, we did a zombie makeup tutorial. Let's see, vegan zombie makeup tutorial. Bam. Wait, what the heck is this? Okay, so I did 2 of them. They didn't do very well, so that's why I never did any more. Yeah. They only got about 1,500 views each. So I did one 5 years ago and one a year ago with Cristal Vegan Makeup Share, and the other one with my talented friend Cody. And we even had like a little zombie skit at the beginning. But yeah, it didn't really do that well, so I thought it was going to be, thought it was going to do really well, people wanting zombie tutorial, makeup tutorial and stuff like that, but nope. I gotta agree with you, Avocado D. Just when you're getting ready to go to sleep, rebalancer. Yeah, I might even play some Everquest afterwards. No, I'm not gonna unmute Vegan Gains. Well, that's the idea, Jesse, to get my old one republished here, so we can sell it in stores and stuff like that. See, I can't sell it in stores, so that really hurt me. Not being able to sell it in stores. Probably not too long after I'm done here. So I'm planning on being live tonight for maybe an hour, just to answer some questions. And my character is sick on EverQuest. Well, I have a level 16 Necromancer on the classic version. Yeah. Oh, I asked Jesse if he was a miner, but he's not. Your oven part stopped working? You can make seitan on stovetop. You just finished watching Dracula. Did you watch Bram Stoker's Dracula or the series Dracula, the new one? I just got done watching a movie I used to watch when I was a kid. It's a cartoon, the Last Unicorn. Haven't watched it in a long time, so. You're still level 19. Okay, so you're still ahead of me. I'm only level 16. Not even 1 kill in. So I wish so badly that I had extra my cookbook that I could sell everybody, because so many people have asked for it and they're just out of print and I can't get it anymore. How was The Last Unicorn? I like it. It's a good movie, but it's I watched it as a kid, so I've got memories of it as a kid. I don't know if I would still like it today. If you never saw it and you're watching it now, it was made in 1982. Yes, EverQuest is very cooperative. It was the first to, it set precedent for all the other online games, and it takes place in a big world where there's hundreds of other people around the world playing at the same time as you. It's fantasy, so it's like Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, and you can pretty much do anything you want. There's no like winning or anything like that. You meet people, you form groups, you finish a goal, and you make friends on it. So I started playing that back in like 2000, and I got really addicted to it. And then the game kind of died off around 2005 or 6. Those games usually have a lifespan. And then after that, Warcraft came out, developed by some of the same people from Everquest, and I started playing that game for a while, and I played that all the time until I created the Vegan Zombie YouTube channel. And then at that point, I just stopped gaming altogether. Meet the parents. Can you be vegan on EverQuest? It would be pretty hard. You can be a druid. A druid is probably the closest to being a vegan on there. But a lot of the creatures that attack you and you have to kill are animals and stuff. So, technically probably not. In character on game. You can obviously be a vegan and play the game. I know. I knew that there was a Scream series on Netflix, but I've never seen it. So there's so many things that I want to see. I don't think I have enough time for everything. But I do want to watch a bunch of. The soup from the Last Unicorn. Yeah, there's a lot of things from movies that I always wondered what it would taste like. In fact, the funny thing is I really started cooking when I went vegetarian when I was like 14. That's when I really started cooking. But even before that, when I was a little kid, I had this Berenstain Bears cookbook, and it was all cartoon. It wasn't like a real picture of a real recipe, but it was a cartoon recipe, illustrated recipe of like them making like cookies and stuff. And I remember reading through the book, and I'm like, I wanted to make these so bad because they look so good for these little bears that were eating these cookies. So, I got to make the cookies with my mom and stuff. And so that's when I was really interested in cooking. And I was probably like 7 or 8 or something. No, I never really liked the Diablo series. I never really played that. I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons on like the Commodore 64 way back in the day before there was Nintendos and all that other stuff. And I would play like Forgotten Realms, and I remember Curse of the Azure Bonds, and what else did I play? There was a bunch of them that I played on there, and they were very primitive games, but they were fun. And I was always looking for a game that could be like, a modern day kind of like Dungeons and Dragons and still captivate me the way that the actual dice and paper game did for me. And it was EverQuest that I finally found that did that for me. So do I clean my dog's ears? I haven't in a while, but I used to, and I forgot why. I forgot why I had to clean my dog's ears. It was when he was younger. Oh, Jesus Freak's back. Where's Jesus Freak? Somebody said, hey, Jesus Freak. Hi, Stacy. Greetings from Nova Scotia. Hey, welcome back, Jesus Freak. Oren, where are you? Are you in Canada, or are you saying hi to Canada? Zelda. Yeah, Zelda was a good game too. I remember playing that when it came out with a friend, and like I remember playing it on my Nintendo while my friend was kind of like looking through the player's guide and being like, "All right, I think this is what you got to do." And like, that was amazing when Zelda first came out. Oh yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Pizza from the books also looked good too. I don't know if I still have that Berenstain Bears cookbook. I kind of feel like I do somewhere, but I don't know. Are you talking about the original Zelda? Oh, you're near Houston. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Indy had that, but he hasn't had that problem ever since. Like I had some kind of, I don't know, some kind of like stuff to put in his ear that would break down the wax and stuff. But that was years and years ago. He's been fine. I'm trying to. What else did I like to play? I remember when I first got my Nintendo. I remember when I first got my Atari. We're talking way back. Oh, you know what? If you're on right now, I totally forgot. You guys messaged me on Instagram, and I was gonna check it out, but I totally forgot. Who's the one? Hopefully you're in the chat right now. But who's the one that was telling me that there's a new game, or a newer game from the same creators of Maniac Mansion and Zach McCracken? Maybe I could probably just. Zach McCracken. That was such a fun game to play back in the day. Oh, I had so much fun playing those. No, I haven't seen that. Vegan Police says, have you seen the video of how animals are reacting to the self-quarantine? Aside from the crazy monkeys, most are exploring the empty cities in peace. The crazy monkeys. I saw a boar family eating grass in a median. I haven't seen that, but that kind of reminds me of I Am Legend. Well, you got the deer running around at the beginning. Smash TV for Nintendo. No, I don't. But I still have the first. Oh, I still have the first magazine for Nintendo Power magazine, and I also have the first. It's like a little comic for Atari. I still have that somewhere. It's probably worth money. What do I say to someone who says most people are not going to go vegan, so why should I if it won't make a difference? Well, I would say that it does make a difference, and every single person makes a difference, and every single person that goes vegan it somehow along their lifetime inspires other people to go vegan, and you never know where that can go. I used to think that I couldn't make a difference when I first went vegan. And I just stuck with it all these years, and I've opened a lot of people's eyes up to veganism and about the animals and helping and saving animals and hopefully bringing less animals into the world to do this whole thing that people do to animals. So I would say absolutely it makes a difference, and if they think that it doesn't, then they're wrong. I mean, you can just give them statistics of, how many animals somebody might save per year just by not partaking in what, the norm of other humans do in their lifetime. Yeah, I mean, this is something that I've been thinking about a lot too, vegan places. With this whole self-quarantine, there's a lot. I mean, there's still people out, but for the majority of the people, just looking at, I mean, gas prices are going down because the supply and demand, nobody's going out, or very, very small amounts of people are going out compared to what's normal. And, the earth is able to, I don't know, heal or flourish its full capacity or close to it without, like smog and all that, like all this transportation, all these businesses being open and polluting and, all of that. So with people, kind of staying home, I think things are going to change. We're going to see, I think a positive reaction as far as like the environment is, just to see how powerful that is by, staying home, and the fact that we all have to do it for the foreseeable future, not knowing when this is going to end is, yeah. I mean, there are good things that are coming out of this, but is it vegan to play Duck Hunt on Nintendo? I guess as long as you're not actually thinking about going out and doing that with real ducks, then it's just a video game. Although I wouldn't really see. I mean, I think on Duck Hunt you can choose to do the clay discs instead of but I don't remember. It's been a long time. But I don't. Yeah. It's just a video game. It's just pixels. It's however you take it. What do I take after working out to help my soreness? I guess I don't really get sore because I don't know if it's just because I have a really healthy body, or if it's because I've been working out every day for like the past 8 years and my body's pretty much used to it. So if you're wondering like medicines or anything, I don't take any medicines or anything like that. I have my shoulder here isn't 100%. I don't know what I did to it, but it hurts a little. So, and I've laid off it for a while too on certain things, but I don't know. It still hurts a little bit. So I just work through it. Like I still do push-ups and pull-ups, and it doesn't really hurt when I do pull-ups. It hurts when I do push-ups and when I do bench press, although I don't have anything to bench press now that I'm not able to go to the gym. But yeah, that kind of hurt. So I couldn't really do I couldn't do anywhere near my maximum or anything when I was working out, just trying to get it, to not hurt anymore. What are some good things that could come out of this once this is over? I think a lot of people aren't going to take so many things for granted. I think, like people that are like my age or older than me, we've seen the world kind of go in a direction where people were less social with people. And that's because, we have smartphones and computers and internet and everything right at our fingertips. We don't even have to go out. We don't have to talk. We don't have to socialize. We don't have to answer the phone. We can just text somebody. And, when I was growing up, it was totally the opposite. If you wanted to interact with somebody, you had to go over to their house or meet up with them or, hang out with them in person. And I think a lot of people nowadays, especially some that have never known this because they're, a younger generation, I think a lot of people, when they take for granted things that they don't really think about. But now that we can't go out and socialize, and a lot of people that are, practicing the social distancing, we're not, I mean, for me, like, I'm okay with it, but I would really like to go, visit my parents and my family. And, they don't even live that far from me, but I can't, so I think a lot of people are going to not take as many things for granted, I think a lot of people are going to try to get out and meet up with people and socialize with people and, hopefully make like a real genuine connection with people. I think and I hope that people, because I don't know how to verify any, but from the articles that I've been reading on the internet and news and stuff like that, I did see one where I guess China was banning, at least in, I don't know if they call them what states or cities or whatever. I don't know how China is. But there is a place that said that they're banning the consumption of dogs and cats over there and all other wild animals. So, I mean, that's a win right there. I mean, there's still the factory farming, but, not eating, making it illegal to, to consume, and they have a different system than, I mean, they're communists and stuff. So when they set a new law and stuff, like nobody, you don't want to like disobey the laws over in that country. So yes, Ash, yeah, that's Shenzhen. Yeah, I think I just heard that like a few weeks or a month ago about dog breeding is illegal in San Francisco, and once it starts being illegal in certain places, it usually kind of spreads out and becomes within the next few years or so in other places as well. Your church is being intentional about regular phone calls to seniors. Yeah, because I mean, you got to think about it. This is crazy. Like if you are quarantined right now and you don't have any, and you're living alone, you don't have any roommates or family or anything with you, that can get crazy. You can get pretty crazy up there, not socializing with anybody, not having anybody to talk to, not seeing anybody. So Jesus freak. I would contest that statement and say that killing zombies has nothing to do with being vegan. That is just survival. A zombie has one primal instinct, and that is to feed on humans. So you need to stay alive, and that is practicable and reasonable to kill a zombie. So it's a zombie or you. What are you going to do? Yeah, selling fur should be illegal everywhere. Yeah, I think people need to make the connection, which they're not. They're not looking at, their normal standard meat here in this country. Well, I mean, throughout the world mostly, but they're not looking at that as. They're not seeing it for what it is. A lot of vegans, especially myself. I'm speaking for myself, but I think a lot of vegans can say that when you see somebody eating meat, you see it for what it is. It's an animal. It's an animal that is now dead because you're eating it, and it's unnecessary. It's not necessary. We're not living in the 17 or 1800s. We're in 2020. We don't need to do this. Yeah, so Haiti is where the whole zombie thing really originated from. Voodoo doctors and but they weren't undead. They were like kind of like possessed in a state of, almost dead. Like their hearts almost beating so slow that you couldn't even feel a heartbeat, kind of thing. So completely different from what George Romero made of them in 1968. Well, first of all, zombies are not real. But if they, you're talking about movie zombies, there's a couple different kind of zombies. Are they sentient? I would say the undead ones are not, but there's also the rage ones. They don't feel pain. They have like basically maximum adrenaline 100% of the time, and their only instinct is a primal instinct to feed. So they care not about pain threshold or being hurt or harmed. They just want to feed. So hi, Lindsay. I actually have a treadmill in my garage, but now that it's getting to be nice weather, I'll probably just take a run around my neighborhood. Oh yeah, Shaun of the Dead zombies. Yeah. No, zombies can't climb or swim. It's like it's like a corpse that has just died and they're reanimated to try to kill you. You made the world's best hummus today. If I see or hear from Craig in the next couple days and I don't forget, I will tell Craig that. Yeah, the World War Z zombies. That I think that was a little bit ridiculous. I liked the movie. I love the concept of it, and I tried to just get over like the CGI zombies that they had there. But they wouldn't attack somebody if they had like a virus or something. Then they were no good to them. Rotten Rune series of books. Rotten Rune. The person that told me about Zach McCracken new one. Not on, right? We're not on tonight. What was that again? Rotten Rune. Rotten Rune. Let me see what that is. On Amazon. Is it like a zombie series? Oh, zombie infested post-apocalyptic America. Cool. Man, I wish I had the time to like watch all these shows on Netflix and read all these books and make all these videos. And oh man, if I had like a little time machine. What if you were stranded on a desert island and you were immortal? And you just sat there for all eternity. Swiss Army Man. No. The zombies are like pets? Huh. I don't know. Oh, Jesus Freak. Yeah. So I was actually talking about trying to start one of those today. So I might actually do one of those as well. Jesus Freak says that he started... actually, I don't know if you're a he or she, so I shouldn't say that. Jesus Freak started indoor apartment garden. The Zombies Run app is so fun for running, jogging. Oh, they have one of those? Zombies Run app. I'm like Googling over everything tonight. What does it do? Do you like, does it tell you zombies are after you or something? Does it say you better run a little bit faster? They're coming after you. Get a heart rate going. Zombie chase. Missions. Oh, that does sound pretty cool. I've been using Map My Run, but maybe this is more my style. Thanks, Mary. Happiest vegan on earth. What's up? I've been hearing a lot about you. Maybe you should be on the show too. Maybe you should be on the live stream. We can talk about Disney. See, that's ridiculous. Plants for the win. 10 shots just to go. That's, yeah. It should only take one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe two, but you misplaced your seeds. You sure you didn't put them in your cereal and eat it? You know? All those plants be growing in your stomach. Is Nikocado actually going vegan? You mean, is he actually just being plant-based? I wouldn't call that dude vegan. Beaches? Beaches? Are you talking about like Barbara Hershey and Bette Midler? The Wind Beneath My Wings? Is that what we're talking about? It's all pre-recorded and you run like it's a game. You collect supplies and such. And sometimes it'll let... So, but do you run like I would put the app on and run around my neighborhood? Because I hate... The reason why I really hate running is because it's so boring. But this might be... Oh, you're the other Chris. That's right. Sorry, Jesus Freak. You've been away for a long time. But I did notice that you were gone, so... You're trying to get divorced so you can get married again? That's how taken I am? Yeah, I don't know why he would go. Maybe his views are, kind of going down, so he's got to do something. Oh, it was an April Fool's joke. Yeah, probably. He's like biggest troll for vegans. He actually got his following originally just from, being a vegan YouTuber. And then it was like, psych. A Prayer for Compassion. Haven't seen that one. Oh, this Rotten Rune is only 99 cents on Kindle. And the audiobook is free. What? I need to start doing audiobooks for the Vegan Zombie Cookbook. Now take that, Satan, and slap it on the counter. Wow. It sounds really cool, Mary. I don't like wearing earphones though when I'm running. I feel like I want to be like completely aware of everything going around me, because I usually go really late at night when you don't know what's going to happen. But that would make it even more creepy, right? If I'm doing the zombie app, maybe I'll do one earbud. Has anyone that was vegan that stopped being vegan bugged you as much as Ellen DeGeneres? It ruined Finding Nemo for me. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like I hold a little tiny bit of a grudge. Like, somebody that I'm like, oh, yeah, like rooting for somebody that's super famous that has a really good platform is vegan. Like, when Ellen did it and everybody was saying she was vegan, but, I think a lot of people forgot. This is before she said she wasn't vegan. I don't think she ever said she wasn't vegan. She just kind of slipped one time. This is before her comedy show where she basically made fun of vegans. But she kind of slipped, and everybody was still praising Ellen for being vegan and everything, but she said something in her talk show about, like, oh, we get our eggs from our neighbors. And she just said it like nothing. Like, so... Yeah. Also, the other one was Steve-O, because I was like, oh, Steve-O, he went vegan and everything, and he rescued that dog from a third world country, brought it back to the United States, and I'm like, Steve-O is awesome. And then he just came out and he ripped vegans apart, and he's like, vegans are the worst, and this is why I'm not vegan anymore. And it was like, dude, like, and I guess I still follow him on like Instagram. And maybe this is just me being stupid. I don't like any of his stuff ever anymore, but I still do follow him. I followed him before, and, I don't know. You gotta keep your friends close, but your enemy... No, he's not my enemy. Does that make sense? Is that what you were talking about? Yeah, she definitely talked about it. Ellen talked about it in her stand-up, where she basically made fun of vegans, and... I think I tweeted it out when she did that. It was like, that was ridiculous. Why would you go ahead and do that? You just lost all these people that totally supported you and stood up for you and blah, blah, blah. But, she was selling, I think she was selling like leather shoes or something on her website for a long time, and she wouldn't take it down, or she hid it. Trini. What? Oh, you're talking to Jesse. You heard the bearded vegans talk about it, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. You get scared when famous people announce they're vegan, because most of them actually mean plant-based. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. Some of the vegans that I know... that are vegan, that you can stand behind and say this celebrity is not going to sell out and not be vegan anymore. We have Joaquin Phoenix. He's been vegan for like 40 years. We have Moby. Moby is a hardcore vegan that is not going to say I'm a vegan. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson's been vegan forever. Just off the top of my head, Joaquin's sister, Rain. And I'm sure there's some other ones, but right off the bat, those are like some of like the diehard ones that you're not going to see not be vegan, that I'd be really surprised if they weren't. But then, so why is it bad? People roll their eyes and like, why does it matter? I'll tell you why it matters, because when people that Well, Natalie Portman said she was vegan a long time ago when I was living in New York City, and I was living with an ex-girlfriend at the time, and she worked at this famous bakery. I guess it was in Sex and the City, Magnolia Bakery, and they make cupcakes and everything. None of it's vegan, by the way. Natalie Portman came in there and bought one. So, and that was back when she was saying she was vegan. Now, she might be vegan now, and that was a long time ago, but there's always something. When you hear that a celebrity's vegan, you find out, like, oh, wait, no, they're really not. Like Jared Leto. Jared Leto's talked about being vegan for, like, over 20 years, and about, like, how he, won't eat this or that because it's gross. It's, it's coming from a cow, like it's pus from a cow, like all that stuff. I've seen him say all that. But at the same token, he's talked about, what he would eat to get roles where he would, like, I think the one where, what's his name again? The Mark David Chapman, is that his name? The guy that shot John Lennon. When he had to get that role, he had to put on a lot of weight, and he said in one of the interviews that he would just eat tubs of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and this is before Ben and Jerry's had vegan ice cream. So that's one. He's also said that he was a Chegan, and the ridiculous stuff that he did on set at the Suicide Squad when he was the Joker. So, but I'm not here to rip on, like, individual celebrities. What I don't like is when, veganism is going mainstream and more and more people are hearing veganism. It's good when a celebrity, promotes veganism, okay? It really is. But then when they go ahead and, like Ellen, eating eggs and stuff, so a lot of people thought that Ellen was vegan for a long time. Like, that was the thing. Ellen was vegan. But then she was talking about eggs. Now, like, for instance, you go to a restaurant and somebody doesn't really fully grasp what vegan is, and they're making food, and you say, hey, I really want to order this, but I just want to know, is it all vegan? And the chef's like, well, I thought I knew what vegan was, but Ellen eats eggs and she's vegan, so there's eggs in it. Yeah, that's the only thing in it. Yeah, it's vegan. So now, you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that would happen every time, but that could pose a problem, because celebrities who have a big, huge following and a big, huge influence could be saying they're vegan when they're actually not. It's a problem. So if you're going to be, if you're vegan, say you're vegan. Be vegan. Don't do it to be, to get more following and then, not, I hate that. I hate when I follow somebody because they said they're vegan or whatever, and then, a year from now, I'm going through my feed and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look vegan. Oh, that's not vegan. What? That kind of thing. Yeah, and you know what? So Robert said Ellen also ordered hundreds of cheese pizzas for her audience. And, where she lives and where her, I was right outside of her. I did a tour of Warner Brothers, so I was right outside the studio. I could hear her on the other side of the door. So they live in LA, and the studio is in LA, and they very well have a lot of places to choose from that have vegan food, and I'm sure she could hire people to make all vegan food, but yet she decides to do cheese pizza. Like, I think at one point, like, everything that they were serving there was vegan. And then she decides to do that. So that's just kind of weird. Julie Crow, thank you so much for the $25 super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And then, but then other people get upset for people, like, complaining about people doing this. Like, I see both sides. Like, like when somebody's trying, you want them to keep trying. You want to, like, encourage them to keep trying. But when somebody's that famous and has that much of an influence, and they're doing that, like, Ellen knows, like, she was technically vegan at one point, or completely plant-based at one point, and she, she's been seen eating out at tons of different vegan restaurants. I know she was seen by one of my friends at Crossroads, and she's definitely fed her audience and staff completely vegan meals at one point. So why the change, and then why the resentment? Why did she have to poke fun at vegans in her stand-up comedy? It was almost like she had been like fed up with vegans, and vegans, like, yeah, there's vegans that are completely annoying. There's vegans that are ruining things for other vegans, but I wouldn't say, just like in any group, there's going to be people that you don't want to deal with that are trying to ruin things for other people. But that doesn't mean everybody in the group and everybody in that category is like that, So, I think vegans get a bad stereotype for being, oh, yeah, you'll know that they're vegan if they're in a room. Yeah, that they just don't like to see animals being, dying and suffer when they see it all the time. That's what it is. Oh, no, you don't tell me what to eat, and I respect you for what you eat, but don't tell me what to eat. And it's like, I really don't care what you eat, but there's a victim. There's a victim there, and that's why we're passionate about it, I just think that, it's tradition. It's the way we're brought up. I was brought up the same way. And until you can actually see, you just gotta make the connection. You gotta see it for yourself before you understand it. Like I feel sorry for people that live all their life and never ever make the connection. I could rant all night about that, but we're not going to do that. We're gonna keep going on for something new. No, not Alicia Silverstone. What about her? Yeah, I don't think she claims to be vegan for a long time too, but she has also said that she slips cheese and eggs in there sometimes, and every once in a while she'll eat cheese. That is not a vegan. I mean, I'm not saying that. Okay, so actually Moby and myself both say the same thing. I did an interview with him. He said the same thing that I've been saying all these years too. I truly, and he does too, I think something is better than nothing. So if somebody's all 99% plant-based and almost vegan, but they're eating that one thing, I think that's a lot better than just going straight on the standard American diet. I really do. But to go and say that, I mean, there's either vegan or there's not vegan. We're not talking about vegan Cheetah where he said, you can be vegan and still eat cheese and meat on the weekends as long as you're like a vegan. That doesn't exist. And it's not like anybody's poking fun of you or anything like that. There's a definition. When I went vegan so long ago, it's vegan means you're not eating any animal products because you are doing everything you can to not exploit the animals, and the biggest thing that you can do is not eat them. That's the main thing that you can do. Don't eat them. So there's a definition for that. It's called vegan. You don't eat animals, you don't exploit animals, you don't wear animals. You do everything that you can, and there's going to be little things that you can't do, that you can't get around, and that's okay because that's how the world is, and we are in this world, and we are living, and we are breathing, and we have to eat and stuff like that. But the main thing you can do is just not eat them. So, yeah. So people that, not making fun of anybody or trying to put anybody down, but like, you can't say you're vegan if you're eating cheese like even once a month. As soon as you consciously, willfully eat an animal product, I'm sorry, that's not vegan. You could be vegan for 2 years and then just eat a piece of cheese and say, okay, that's not vegan. It's not vegan, and there's no reason to do that. Now, if you accidentally ate something, yeah, that's different. You're still vegan. Okay, so it happens. Accidents happen. They all heard Ricky scream, say. I think they all heard Ricky say. Oh, look at that. And we are almost out of time. And Bethany Healy, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Bethany. Making Gardein vegan sausage and meatballs and enjoying the entertainment. Oh, that sounds good. I was going to say it smells. It probably does smell good. Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the live stream, and also thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you guys. We're really. I feel like I'm talking so much tonight here, and I think we're at an hour now. So let me look at a few more questions here. I know I probably missed a lot while I was rambling about important things. So what says, so if you slip up but then go back to vegan, are you not vegan again now? Like, you can never be vegan again. I don't think that that's true. I think that if you go vegan and then you're not vegan, but then you actually go vegan again and you're actually vegan, then I think likely the first time you were never vegan. Because in order to be vegan, it's got to be a mindset. And unless your memory was completely erased and wiped out and then came back, I think that somebody that actually got it and decided not to be vegan again didn't actually get it in the first place. Because if you really truly went by the ethics of not harming animals, then you wouldn't do it. You know, I don't do it because I see what it is. I see what it is, and I know where it came from, and I know the horrible suffering that an animal went through for that, what other people call food, which I don't call food. But once you take it in your mind, and you know, if it's hard for you at first to find the ethics, I don't know. I mean, I feel like everybody's pretty much is ethical. They just got to think of things a different way and stop like going with what the standard, what society has showed them all their life. And I don't know. I'm trying to explain this in a way that, I think that, I guess it all depends. If you're actually doing it, if you say you go vegan and then you're not anymore, and then you decide you want to go vegan again for like 6 months, then yeah, I would say you're not vegan. You're probably plant-based and you're doing it for other reasons, for whatever reason. Maybe you want to eat better. Maybe you're trying to get in shape. You're trying to lose weight. For whatever reason, you're trying to eat better foods, which, always go towards, fruits and vegetables and legumes and stuff. So, yeah, but I guess it all depends on the actual individual case. I think there are cases where somebody may have thought that they went vegan but weren't really, but then actually was like, okay, I actually get it now, and I made the connection, so now they're vegan. But the people that just kind of dabble in it in and out, then I wouldn't call them vegan. I knew people a long time ago that they called themselves vegan, but they ate honey, and I just don't understand that, because it's like, if you can give up everything else, but you gotta eat honey, then it's just, why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. There's so many other things that you could eat, and I don't know. There's a lot of food out there, guys, and my options completely opened up when I went vegan, thinking like, oh, there's not much I can eat as a vegan, but over these decades that I've been vegan, I gotta say, I've tried so many delicious foods and cuisines that I had never tried before I was vegan. So That's right, Mary. Stay at home, be vegan. I mean, hey, I think Spock was vegan. Live long and prosper, be vegan. It just didn't compute in a very advanced intelligence to enslave and eat other beings. So no, I think you misheard what I said. So what? My conclusion wasn't if you slip up, you won't really go vegan. Again, what I'm saying is if you slipped up the first time, you likely weren't truly all the way there in the first place. I feel like people once they clicks up here, I think it's impossible to not be vegan again if you actually get it up. If you actually click, then it's not. So if you slipped up and then you went vegan and you really feel like you're vegan now, I think you likely weren't 100% ethical vegan the first time around. And that, but when people do it, like I'm saying, like I'm going to do it for a little bit and they're only doing it for like diet, then I think that it's easy for them to slip out and not be vegan. If it's not connecting, like, so when I went vegan, I knew right at that second that I was doing it for life. And I did. I have no intention not to be vegan. It just, I don't even consider animal products to be food. So that's how easy it is for me to be. I don't think twice about it. I know some people have to, especially when they first go vegan, they really got to think about what they're doing there. For me, it's just another day. Nothing ever goes through my brain that I'm going to eat something that's not vegan. So I think it's a lot easier than people think. All right, let me pull this up real quick here. Okay, so, I should have posted that on its anniversary. So 6 years ago, last month, I went to a city college in New York City in Harlem, and I filmed Gary Yourofsky do his best speech ever. Okay, so this is it's on mute, but this is Gary Yourofsky. That's me behind the camera. And this really is one of the best speeches ever. So whether you're vegan already or you're not vegan, this speech right here will show people that aren't vegan why you should be vegan, and it will show people that might have doubts, clear those doubts up, and it'll show people that are already vegan why you should be glad that you are vegan. So, I watched this, it was 6 years ago, so I had been vegan for almost 20 years at the time, and just listening to this speech made me feel good about my choice, So I'm going to link it, so you guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, you can go check it out. But it's 45 minutes long, but it's definitely worth it. There is, let me see, where is it? There is from there it is. From 14 minutes to 19 minutes. So there's 5 minutes of showing animal suffering in there. So, obviously YouTube totally demonetized this video and hid it from people, but it's my highest viewed video that I have. But anyway, he does make a good point. If you are still eating animals and you choose not to watch this next part, then why should you be eating something that you can't even see how it got from point A to your plate? Like, anybody that's eating this stuff should see what happened to point A to point B. But I understand if you're vegan, already, like myself, why you would not want to watch it. But I already told you between minute 14 and minute 19, you can skip through that if you want. And the rest of it is just classroom talk. And there is an after. You can click underneath it, I think. Yeah, I have. Do I have it? Oh, wait, maybe I didn't put it in there. Anyway, I got to put that in there too. He's got a Q&A after this that I filmed as well. So a lot of people had questions after the speech they wanted to ask him. So I also got that. That was interesting watching him, answer some of those questions. Dude, anything Frank Tufano says, don't take it with a grain of salt. It's plans for the win. So the Vulcan chick character from Enterprise was vegan. Yeah, I think all the Vulcans were. You clicked the link and lost me. Well, you can click it anytime. It's definitely worth watching. And you know what? I should probably, since it is my video, I think Linda said that once, I should probably put it in the description of all of my videos. Why don't I do that? I'll start with this one right here, and I'll tag it Why Vegan? ? Bam. We'll let Gary preach, and there you go. Robert, no, I've never met Bite Size Vegan. So what? How did they try to hide it from people? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, the YouTube video? Once they demonetize it, the algorithm, it doesn't really share the video anymore. So they demonetized my video, and I disputed it, and I said, because I was like, no, please don't do this. And I wrote back to them. I go, there is nothing bad in this video. Everything in this video is fact. It was taught at a community college. It is all educational. And then they wrote back and said, we're not going to take it down because yes, you are right. I forgot exactly what they said, but like, although, you are right, you're not breaking anything. We still have to make it, 18 or above, which means, demonetized. So it's completely demonetized now. And that also means it doesn't like really push the video anymore to be seen. So the views on the video were really, really good, like every month. And then after that happened, there's like just a few views for people to actually search it out. Oh, what happened to Bite Size Vegan? I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe people got sick of her stealing content. Well, this is the video. There you go. I'm also going to put it in the description here. So if you guys are watching this after we're not live anymore, video is in the description. Why vegan? Spilling the tea. Should we do a video on all the sketchy vegans out there? I got a big list. No, I'm not going to do that. All right. Well, we are at an hour and 15 minutes, so I think we're good. No, I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm not going to stoop to their level. Bear JK Roblox. Shout out to you. There's a typo where it says Vega. Oh, you're right. Bam. Why Vega? Nope, we're not promoting Vega. We're promoting vegan. There we go. Thank you for catching that for me. Do a video on why animal exploitation needs to be outlawed. Isn't that like every one of my videos? Like every one of them. Going vegan. Be vegan for every reason. It kind of leads to the same thing. Like, yeah. I don't know. I'm not saying she stole people's content, but there is one person. That's all I'm saying. Actually, maybe I didn't even have to say something. Maybe I could just look it up. This is a long time ago. Oh, wow. Hang on one second. Okay. Here we go. Let's watch a video real quick.
Hey there. I'm going to be breaking my cardinal rule for this video. As you may know, all of the bite-sized vegan nugget videos are 5 minutes or less. This video is obviously more than 5 minutes. But I hope you know I would not break this rule if it wasn't for something really important, and this video definitely qualifies. If you don't already know him, I want to introduce you to my friend and mentor, Gary Yourofsky. Gary is a rock star of the vegan activism movement. He travels around the world giving speeches at schools and universities about veganism. And Gary has veganized literally thousands upon thousands of people. The following video is actually a newer version of Gary's speech, and it's shorter than the original, so it really is kind of bite-sized. Now, even if you're already vegan, I really urge you to take a moment and watch this video. I personally have gotten so much of my inspiration for my activism through Gary's work. At the end of this video, there's a link to a Q&A session that Gary held directly after the speech, so hop on over there when you're done with this one. Now sit back, relax, and let the education wash over you.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys on a journey today. And like all journeys in life, there's going to be ups and downs, highs and lows. You're going to like certain parts and dislike other parts. In other words, you will love me and hate me today.
All right, let's stop there for a second. Let's see what it says here. Let's see if she changed everything. Ah, she changed it. Okay. She didn't change it for a long time. It didn't say any. Let's go down here. Okay, it says, why do you have a vegan zombie video uploaded on your channel? I had permission from Gary to repost his speech to have a link to the vegan zombie in the description, but she didn't. She changed that. And I had been realizing I should have contacted the vegan zombie first, and I have sent them a message asking if they would like to remove the videos. The vegan zombie first, and have sent them. Yeah. I don't know. So normally what you would do is post a link to somebody else's video when that happens. That's just etiquette. But that never happened. She never reached out to me either. And I never said anything. So she changed it up here. There was nothing in the description for a good long time that had anything about this. Right there. Bam. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Gary and probably like 5 or 6 years. Like probably 2 years after I did this video, so probably I don't know. Besides 22 days, any other vegan protein powder would I recommend? I like Sun Warrior. Sun Warrior is a good one. No. Okay, so yeah, for that video, guys, like, I mean, I also know other stuff that I'm not going to say, but let's just, I'm not trying to be petty or anything, but the common courtesy to do for that is do your bite-sized segment and then link to my video, since I'm the one that used my own dime to drive all the way down there, film Gary, edited it, do all of that stuff for free, come back here, edit the video, put it up there. And normally people would do that and then link to the video. Now, Gary didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time. So the polite thing to do would be to talk about it and then link to that video, which is not what she did here. She took my video and then re-downloaded it. And then she changed this all around, because the first time, and I haven't looked at this in a very long time, but what she did was she put down a disclaimer that it was all fair use, and she put the law down in there and everything. And I was like, so she definitely knew, because my friend did that comment on there saying, why'd you take his video? And she's like, you're right, I probably should have asked him. So I thought at that point she would like ask me, and I would have been like, sure, but she didn't. She never did. So I don't know. I know other people would have been mad about that. I never said anything, but that's not like, I mean, this has happened like a lot of times. Like I don't know. I'm not trying to be negative, but like in the course of the entire time I've had my channel, like I've been disappointed so many times where like I love helping people. Like if I can help somebody else out, I like to be able to do that. Like I like, if it makes somebody else happy, like it makes me happy. So like, why wouldn't other people do the same thing? Why would you be so cutthroat about certain things? Like I could never do that from somebody without like crediting them. And it looks like she finally did after a while, but I mean, for a good year, none of that was on there. I just never went back over to the page. But anyway, enough of my rant here. Gary did stop doing the whole public speaking. Yes, Belle, there was another vegan. I forgot who it was. I forgot the other girl's name, but she did a video and it was like word for word same. Yeah. Like, dude, I can't do that. What is Twitch? Twitch is it's another platform to do videos like this. Mainly gaming streams, but people do other stuff too. I go over there and I do gaming, and I talk like this while I'm gaming. Good night, Rebalancer. I thought you were going to bed earlier too. Yeah, I know. I'm already half an hour over what I said I was going to be on. Okay, so AJ, so the greatest speech ever. So Gary has another video where there's a couple greatest speech ever that he has done. The first one is over an hour long, and he wanted to shorten it. He had a condensed version where he said, he updated a lot of things that he was talking about. And instead of being over an hour, he had one that was 49 minutes. And he asked me to film it for him, so I went and filmed it for him, and that's it right there. That's the video, right? Well, the one that she used. But I linked it. It's in there, so you guys can all go check that out. It's a really good video. It's got a lot of good information in there. Well, I would say that you don't have to be a gamer if you just want to come over. I mean, gaming is going to be on in the background, but if you want to talk about anything, like usually, like that's where I'll be live and, answering questions. So, gaming is just like to pass the time. So if you're listening to me now and I was playing a game in the background, but still talking to you guys, it's kind of like that. So I know some people go there just to watch, certain people that they like talk and, Q&A and stuff, and they really don't care about the game going on in the background, but then other people do, so. I haven't really played any scary games in a long time, but like I was saying earlier, I want to grab a couple of zombie games and try them out. Vegan Games is one of the most entertaining to watch while gaming. I aspire to be there one day. I've already said too much tonight, so I should probably go now. Oh, if you guys knew what was in my brain. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah. Well, technically later today, because it's already tomorrow. It's already today, tomorrow. We're already Sunday. It's already Sunday. So I'll see you later on Sunday, probably. Unless it's earlier on Monday. Who knows? I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chat, you guys. Again, Julie and Bethany, I really appreciate it. And everybody have a great night. Definitely watch out for zombies. And see you guys soon.